We got more business worries than more friendship. We got more business worries than any hope and dreams that we can never think of. Because you know what? We still stuck in that same mentality. We are our own slave master and our own slave owners.
America created the nigga, his experience, and his surroundings.
Be very careful who you talk to, because you'll never know who the informant is, who the cooperating witness may be, and you never know somebody who was a friend today may have been flipped the night before and become your enemy tomorrow.
About humanity, putting truth in these lies, while they busy feeding lies. When you got that tunnel vision, gotta open up your eyes. Wake up and go to sleep. Man, I'm praying all times. And to my guys, ain't no other side. This for my brothers, I'ma pray with y'all shine. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Lock the door. Go ahead, lock the door. Yeah, you already know.
Depending on the lessons, some people eat, some people learn. But the game is going to send you big.
Stayed out 3 months. I went back to the county. I stayed in the state module. I was trying to shake the module. I go to court. I went to board, took my little deal. I took 2 years. And that's when I came back from court. That's when the shit popped off. When I went up in the tank and the Mexicans took off, I started beating their ass with the cane. They had a couple little cat scratches on my head. It wasn't no big deal. So when I went back to the module, me and Crazy D from DRAC went back to the module. You know, Crazy D, I told him, I like, yeah, cuz let the homies know what's happening. Even though I went up in there and the police handcuffed me to the bench because they was taking me to the Crip module. So that's what's happening with that. But at the time, this was my first time back in the county jail since '93. And when I was and I got married in '93, September 93, I was in North and got married in East Max.
Shout out to Deke and Crook from DRAC. They was in Jamestown with me.
So what I did when I fucked up when I said that the 60s had a green light on DRAC, now in '93 it was a different thing because the DRAC 60 was at war. And I know for a fact it was a green light, but it wasn't like the DRACs was running. They were squabbling up. Because I remember I had to tell Lil Devil one time in North, he was squabbling with a DRAC that had a cast on. Little youngster had just came in from the streets, got shot in his hand. He fall up in our dorm in North. This is in the '93.
Wayside North?
Wayside North, Wayside North, the Thunder dorm. Little Devil from 6-0 in there. He want to get down with this dude, but like me, I'm still big DRAC. I'm running shit. I said, go ahead, cuz DRAC got down with him in one hand, even though Devil was winning the fight, dude didn't tap out. But Devil wanted to overdo him, and I got in that shit. Nah, you ain't finna do that, homie. This Crip. So I let that go. And the same thing with your boy C-Rock, Creep. Ask C-Rock about me, homie. Big DRAC. He was in Lancaster one time, homie. On the Crip, yard. We all was in the hole. You know, we took a vote, homie. I'm the only one didn't vote. They took a vote. I'm the only one didn't vote, Creep. I say, nah, if he got to get it, that dude got to get it too. But the one dude, he was from A-Train Gang, so I ain't gonna say his name. He wanted them to get C-Rock because he didn't like C-Rock. They was trying to, they was on C-Rock because they was mad after the riot. C-Rock came out doing that Mac rep shit, but he wasn't the only one that came out because when the policy was if you came out the first Mahinde you see, you got to go. C-Rock didn't do that, but he wasn't the only one to do that. Dude from, I ain't gonna say his set, but he off the east side, he didn't do it. But we ended up going to the hole on some other shit because I went back there and beat the brakes off my homeboy Lil Phil. I was back there with my homeboy Big Snap. This was in Lancaster in 2002. We was on B Yard, and we all landed on the same Crip yard. Me, Lil Billy from Grape, Throw Down from Nutty Block. You know what I'm saying? And then they had the shit they want, and I say, nah, you can't do C-Rock like that. And because of that, that didn't happen. And C-Rock will tell you this day, but I already knew C-Rock. It ain't thing but bird, homie. So I ain't gonna never leave y'all out of this Crip shit, because y'all dudes is legend with y'all cripping, homie. Much respect. And that little slide in about the paperwork that was found on the tier, okay, let me explain that to you, Creep. We knew about it. I knew about it. I wanted him removed. But my homie Lil Loco wanted him to stay, because you know what we was up against. We was going on that, you know what was going on. So they wanted him as a torpedo, because you knew how he go. And even though he did that shit to them kids, hey, physically, could nobody fuck with that boy nighttime. Yeah, I'm gonna say his name because he needs, his name need to be said. You know, fuck him. But like I said, during them times, we needed him on that Crip module, because he was a Haitian and he was good with martial arts, and he was putting his foot up in them niggas' asses. And you know that. So that's why. But that wasn't my call, Creep.
So let me ask you something. How did something that was created out of protection and love and respect and loyalty become so volatile and hatred towards one another? How did that turn into what it is today? I mean, you know, because I'm telling you, it started out of love, protection, community, respect,
You talking about
and loyalty.
Crippin'?
Yes.
Look, I ain't done my
from your perspective.
I ain't done my homework. I've been around guys like Ronnie Bam from East Coast. I've been around the best, you know, and I'm gonna tell you about that. It ain't never, Crip didn't start because of no revolution. Crip was, it ain't no definition.
I ain't saying that.
C-R-I-P, what?
Mm-hmm.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that cripping was created out of love for your homies, love for yourself, loyalty and respect.
But it's also.
But how did it become what it is today? Because the original cripping was about protection of the community, of the neighborhood. It wasn't about the hatred of, because that Crip live over there or that Crip live over there, that block or that street.
We was all up under one flag, man.
Yes.
We was all up under one flag. When you're up under one flag, it's different, man. That's why the South Siders is so strong in number. Because when they go to jail, they up under one thing. And you know, but with the Crippin', we started off like that. When I was a young dude in YA, you know, I met all these other guys from other areas, and I kicked it with all the down dudes. And even though they had enemies that they had to deal with on their side of town, but if you was my friend and I see you fight, I didn't give a fuck where you was from, nigga. I'm getting in. That's just how it was, and that was Crip love. You know what I'm saying? Because we all had the same code. We all had the same last name, and you know how it was with us in the Bloods back then. You know, I'm just keeping 100. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't raised like that. I wasn't raised as a Crip killer. You know, I was a Crip before I was a man, but I'm a man now, so I can dissect everything I did wrong and if I could do different. But something what you just saying is this generation, all OGs went to jail. The crack came out. You know, we had morals when we was young. I was more militant more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are true. I come up out the 70s. So I come out the 70s, like I said, with a militant mentality. So it just put me with the Crip thing, it was cool. Because it's just being a part of a group of people that you already grew up with. Regardless if it was Crip, it don't matter. It is what it is, but still, you got the dope, you got these young mamas now, you got kids that don't respect their mama, they call their daddies bitches. My son called me a motherfucker a bitch before. On the phone in jail. I was hurt. This is my son. Never talk, you know, I love this boy, but you know, it hurts, but look.
Let me say this to you though,
everybody ain't as passionate as me when it comes to this shit, because a lot of these old fake
and
dudes,
that's why I'm gonna say this to you.
They buy niggas with money and they try to turn motherfuckers against other motherfuckers.
Selective politics.
Selective politicking, man. And these youngsters, they don't have no one to turn to. That's why I'm telling y'all, when y'all want to ask a question, you call Homie Capone, call Crip, call the real G's that you don't see. You know why you don't see them? Because they did so much dirt, they don't want to be seen no more. When you got old motherfuckers trying to validate themselves still, what do that tell you? I'll be 57 years old. I don't need to do nothing else. I could have stopped banging when I was 25. I could have stopped cripping when I was 21. I went to YA. I dealt with all them dudes at their best, all them PBGs, all them motherfuckers. Nigga can't tell me shit.
Cali Finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga, streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the fans get me. It's guap off top, diamond Cartier. That nigga wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing, they see me shining. That's hard work, proof of grinding. What can